record it?
Yeah.
From close up. Close.
Hi.
I've been watching all the things that I say, and I've been crazy out of my brain.
Okay, here today with Sebastian Olzanski. How are you today?
Great, how are you doing?
I'm great.
Awesome, good to be here.
Awesome. Yeah, very happy to have you. I know you got a lot of interviews coming up, so we're happy you could stop through and talk with us.
Yeah, of course. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Awesome.
Seriously.
So you've got a new single out, Not Alone.
Yes.
That's what you're kind of promoting right now. Do you want to tell us about that? We'll just jump right into it.
Yeah, I mean, so this song was actually a song that was quite inspired by a lot of people that support me. They told me the things they struggle with in mental health, and a lot of them told me they feel pretty lonely. And I really wanted to make a song for everybody to come together, and it's also as a reminder that you're not alone and there's people out there that can help you. And yeah, that's kind of how the song came about. We wrote it a few months ago, and then I really wanted to focus on mental health, and especially with it being Mental Health Awareness Day yesterday, we kind of worked perfectly for it. So yeah, I'm very excited to have it out now.
That's great. How's the track doing so far?
Really well. Everyone's loving it. Everyone's really seeing the positive message in there, and I mean, everyone's just really excited to hear something a lot more real, I think. This is probably the most real song I've ever gotten on, because, I mean, I've written about personal experiences as well on this one, and yeah, everyone's loving it, so that makes me the happiest. So.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great to hear.
Yeah, awesome.
And that's a big part of your music, right? Mm-hmm. For looking into, a lot of your stuff is not just about writing songs, it's about connecting with your fans and
100%.
helping with mental health. Do you kind of want to talk about your outlook and why that's so important to you? You're not just trying to write songs and make money, you know, you're trying to change the world. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
I've definitely tried to bring as much awareness to mental health, and in any sort of way I could on my Twitter, on my social medias in general. I have a hashtag that I do every Wednesday called Selfie for Seb, where we kind of promote self-confidence, and people will tweet selfies and I'll compliment them and other people will too. And I think that it's just so important to, you know, be able to use my voice for the right reasons, and I have quite a big following, I guess, and I really want to use it for the right reasons to help as many people as possible. So it's important because it's definitely a big responsibility that I want to use for the right reasons. So.
Yeah, well, that's great. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people don't even realize they have that responsibility, you know? Once people have the amount of followers that you have, people are really listening to every word you say. And so
no, 100% they do. And I mean, there's a lot of young kids and a lot of young teens that may see my tweets, and in a way, I don't want to be called a role model for myself, but maybe they'll model some of the things that I say or do into what they do. And I want to make sure I set a good example for everybody. So definitely, social media is just going to become a massive outlet now for your voice to be heard, which is pretty amazing to think about.
And that's something that you were very genius about, you know, growing all that. Yeah, you've got what, something like over 1 million social followers.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, and I mean, we're doing lots of tours too. We have a European tour we're announcing on Friday, which is really exciting. So we're gonna be doing that, and yeah, we partnered with this company called Turning Point, which is really exciting because it kind of matches with the song. And Turning Point is an organization that focuses on the youth and empowering the youth. They believe in healthy minds equals healthy life, and I think that's really important. So. A lot of things on the go. It's very exciting.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
that's great.
Exciting.
So yeah, do you have any tips for other people? Like you started your career, you know, you have this message you want to share, and you really did grow a lot of it through social media.
100%. Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about how you did that? Because it is really incredible how quickly you grew things. Like your fan base is huge. It's going so great.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, I think that one of the biggest things is just being as consistent as possible with anything you do. I think if you believe in something and you want to make it, you have to put 110% of your time into it. So I think it's just really important to stay consistent and stay motivated, and as well do it for the right reasons. You know, a lot of people will only do it for the money, will only do it for a specific thing. I think it's important to keep everything in mind and just make sure that you are doing it for the right reasons. So that's the biggest advice I can give, I think.
Right on.
So yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah. Cool. And so you're originally from Buenos Aires and Venezuela, correct?
Yeah, Buenos Aires in Argentina. Yeah.
Argentina.
Yeah, no problem. South America. Yeah, so I speak Spanish fluently.
Right.
So we've been doing a lot of Spanish songs recently, actually, too.
Yeah, and that's something that you really try to mix in your music, right?
100%.
Do you want to talk about that a little bit, about how that influences your sound and all that kind of stuff?
I think, I mean, I have a massive amount of people that like my music and stuff in South America. So I've always wanted to stay true to my culture and stay true to my origins, I guess. And I've always wanted to come back to Argentina, and actually I was able to come back a few months ago for a tour. And I think that the music influences, I think in a way it's really, really nice to be able to sing in both languages, because I just feel like there's certain subjects that maybe are easier to talk in Spanish than there are in English, or certain ways of putting a message out. I think it just creates a big variety in my sound, which is really important. And yeah, I mean, we have a new Spanish song we're going to be working on with this multi-platinum producer. He's like a Grammy-nominated producer, so very exciting. So that's going to happen next week too.
That's wicked.
Yeah, I think it's just really important to create variety in your sound, and I think that's kind of the way that we're headed.
Very cool. I saw the last time you were there too, you sold out in your hometown. Your whole show sold out in under 1 minute. How was that?
It was amazing. I mean, I love Argentina so much. Like, that will forever be my home. And it was just so cool to be back, because I hadn't gone back in 6 years. So it was really cool to be back and just have such a warm welcome and such an incredible show. Like, they are one of the loudest crowds I've ever been a part of, and it's been amazing to just see that happen. So I look forward to going back as well, because it's a beautiful country.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
And you are going back soon, right? You want to tell us about your tours you got coming up?
Yeah, so I'm going to be doing a European tour. We're announcing that on Friday, and we're going to be doing that tour throughout November, and then we have a few special shows coming in Christmas time, and then next year we're going to be hitting South America on a tour with some new music, and also a US tour. So a lot of things on the go. It's very exciting.
Do you mind giving us a little live preview of your new song?
Of course. Yeah, I'll do a little karaoke thing. I'll just snap my fingers a little bit. So.
Beautiful.
I feel alone, maybe. I just feel alone, maybe. I ain't on my own, maybe. I just feel alone. All these people around me here, yet I feel so lonely here. 'Cause I feel, why do I feel so alone?
That's very cool. Okay, so yeah, people can see you obviously wherever you're going. You're going to be traveling.
Yeah, all over my social medias.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
As well. Yeah, and I saw you're doing you do a lot of like FaceTime. Like, you're very personal with your fans,
Yes.
right? People can kind of like, if you're looking at your music, people can find you and actually talk to you, right?
Yeah, 100%. I think it's really, really important to feel connected with the people that support me. At least that's how I kind of find it. If they're putting so much time out of their day to support me, I think it's really important for me to do the same thing for them, and I really want to help them out, as a lot of them go through a lot of mental health issues, and I really, really want to try and do as many possible things to positively influence them. And yeah, so I love talking to them, and I do a lot of live shows on Instagram and on Chat, which is the app where I kind of FaceTime people.
Yeah.
And yeah, actually it's just really, really cool to be, one-on-one with some people, and really try and give them some advice, and maybe they give me advice too. It's vice versa, which is amazing. So.
Yeah. That's amazing. Yeah, learn from them as much as they're learning from you too. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. I I love talking to new people in life, and I love talking. Yeah, especially them. They're making my life possible. So.
That's great. Yeah, I noticed too, like when you're talking about your songs, you're always calling it our songs. Like, it's for you, it's a lot about community as opposed to just being about yourself.
100%.
Do you want to talk about that?
100%. I think that, I mean, I want them to keep in mind that I would never be where I am today if it wasn't for them. And I think that it's really important for them to feel like they're a part of it, because they really are. Even with the song that I released, they really been a massive inspiration behind it. And I think that we're kind of a team. That's how I kind of like to call it. I don't like separating or calling. I don't even like the word fans. I kind of call them friends in a way, because it's just, we get along so well, and we have such inside jokes and everything. So it's pretty amazing kind of community. So I think it's important for everyone to feel like they're doing their part. So
that's great.
Yeah. Why do I feel so alone? I can't help but feel something wrong inside of me, 'cause I feel so alone. No. Thank you. There you go.
Absolutely beautiful.
Thank you so much. Man. Thank you, man.
Okay, that's cool. So you kind of planned out the rest of your year for us. Just let us know what you're doing. What about 2019? What do you see for yourself happening there?
Oh, a lot of music, a lot of traveling, and a lot of secrets that I can't say much of yet, but very exciting things are going to be going on. So yeah, be on the lookout on my social medias everywhere. So my ad is like SEBTSB everywhere, so you can find find everything on there. So
Okay.
really cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. And if you have one last message to share with everybody, what would that be?
Yeah, I have a new song out called Not Alone. It's very important. It's about mental health, and I think you should try and check it out. You might like it. I really like it. So just search it up, Not Alone, Sebastian Olzanski, or my social medias, SEBTSB. It's my username. So take care.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, man.
Thanks a lot, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
That was awesome, dude.
Thank you, man.